Hello, it's Sharon Tzib with RE/MAX Universal and the real estate and lifestyle brand Houston Knows. While you're here, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would really help me out a lot. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about being a seller in this seller's market, which we are having here in Houston, and I think most markets are. And I recently had some seller clients who I closed a house for tell me afterwards how easy the process was. And they weren't expecting that. They thought it might be a little more stressful to their lives. They were a small family with a young son, and so that concerned them. But that really made me feel good because I do try whenever I'm working with my seller clients to impose as little as possible on their life when they're selling their home. And that may sound like it's hard to do, but I do have some techniques that I use to accomplish that. It starts at the very beginning. The very first thing I do when I'm contacted by a seller is I come over and I walk the property with them, and then I tell them what I think they should be doing, but more importantly, what I think they don't need to do. And the latter part's really important because I don't want my clients spending their time, their money, effort on things that just aren't necessary, frankly, in this market. Buyers are accepting properties in much more as-is condition. So really, it's just a simple matter of depersonalizing and decluttering the home, and we can usually get it on the market with minimal effort on their part. The second thing that I help them with is setting up a personalized showing schedule for them. And what I mean by that is I think most agents just make the sellers leave at the buyer's will. Whenever a buyer wants to see the home, you got to get out. And that can be really stressful, especially if you're living in the home and you have a family or a busy lifestyle or you work from home. So I work together with my sellers to come up with a reasonable, still reasonable, you still want to give buyers access to the home so they can see it or you won't get any offers, of course, but a reasonable plan so that buyers can get in and see the home, but that you're not going to be kicked out constantly, okay, like all day, every day. And usually you'll get offers quickly in this market, but still, even just having buyers constantly streaming through your home for 2 days in a row or 3 days in a row can be very disruptive. So we come up with a reasonable showing schedule, and then the buyers have to accommodate their schedule to ours, not vice versa. And the very last thing I can help sellers with to make the transition easier is if they are going to be buying a home as well, they've got to sell, but they got to buy, and they can't necessarily buy before they sell. They need the money from, the sales proceeds from the sale to buy. Then what we can do is a couple different things with the contract to have the buyers allow them to stay in the home longer post-close. I also have a great lender that can do 10-day closings for them on the buy side. So that gains them like 3 weeks because your average closing's 30 days. If we can get it done in 10, that really helps you gain more time to look at property, not feel stressed to make a selection, and then get that deal closed and get you moved in and out of your old home. So those are just a few of the tips and techniques that I use. If you are thinking of selling in this market and you're concerned about these things, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to discuss them with you. Thanks for listening.